it's the beginner crafter. Welcome to another budget video of mine, and we're going to budget my private students' money. So it's going to be the extra money that I earn during the month. It's not a specific date when I earn that, and I was hoping I would get some money from language school maybe this month, but it will be probably next week, just like I had sort of written in my budget calendar that around the 15th I will have about 500. It was pretty close, so there is something to plan for. And my previous paycheck is still not yet done because those envelopes are supposed to be for the full month, and the month hasn't yet finished. But that is my plan, to use my main paycheck to pay for all my necessities, preferably, and maybe use the money from my language school and extra hours from my school at the end of the month to maybe fund some of those envelopes, for example food or something. But this month I've been on quarantine for over a week, so I haven't yet even tanked my car, and it's half of the month. So unless suddenly the prices of gas go very, very high, I won't fully spend that money. With eating out, I'm getting close to the limit that I set, because during the quarantine, when I couldn't really go shopping, I ordered some food online because we have contactless delivery, or at least some restaurants have contactless delivery. And once I tried groceries, that is, you can also use contactless delivery for. But that was just once, and I didn't do like huge shopping. Beauty, couldn't spend much because I wasn't really able to go out of the house. So I think that money envelopes will actually last me for the whole month, because I can use the fuel money to fund food or something. I haven't used anything medical yet, or anything for fun, to be honest, as well. But I will because I have my yearly subscription coming. I just need to find the letter that I got, because that gives all the details. But it's much lower than this limit, so I'm really cool here. I did go to the limit of my savings envelopes when I use my debit card. Some of it goes, so I already made 12 payments. So my emergency fund and car are already sort of paid. Any extra money left over that I'll have will go to flat, because that's my priority goal. So what I have to do this paycheck from my private money, it will all go towards savings, because I don't have any bills to pay. These have been covered by my main paycheck. Cash envelopes, I still have money there, so I don't need to worry about that. So the only thing that I can use that money for is savings or a sinking fund. But I think savings, I will use that money for to actually pay my future month's 1,200 that I pay every month. So, oh, not this page that I'm supposed to take out. This. So that is the plan for today's money. Okay, so the paycheck is from the 1st of March to today, which is the 18th of March. And I have some IOUs that people have already paid me, and some income money from private lessons. That is 560. Quite a nice round number, I have to say. And that totals to, well, 1,300. Okay. So yeah, I think because it is quite a lot of money, so it will fully cover my April savings standing order that I have at the beginning of the month. I think I will actually use that, save that money in my bank account, so that it is there ready for me to give the money to the savings, because I really don't think I will need the rest of it that much, at least until next week I get the money from the language school. Also next week I'll go back to teaching private lessons. I mean, I did have a few private lessons online because some students decided they don't want to cancel the lesson, they just will have it online. So I should get some more money next week as well. So really spending on April savings, I guess I'll put it as bills, why not? So that will be the 5th of April. So I think that's actually a good idea. So I have 100 left. And I think what I will use it for is savings left over for all those card payments. It's not going to be like a lot there. Because with 100 I can basically go with 3 charges per each category, because I get 10 with every transaction I make using my debit card, credit card, or just money transfer. I get 10 is subtracted from my cash, from my bank account, to all those, to each of those categories. So I will get like 30 for those categories, so that's 3 transactions. And I'll go with 40 here to get it round to 100. That's also will be 3 transactions. I'll just throw in the 10 extra, and I wonder if I should already fill it here, because I should spend this money for all of those transactions. So I guess I should already write it as actual, but maybe I'll wait until I've checked that I actually used this money. It's kind of difficult to budget it like that when it's the money can come before that. When I have the money in my bank account but I haven't spent it, it has been planned in the previous paycheck tracker, but I haven't spent it because the month hasn't finished yet. It's kind of difficult, so maybe it's not exactly how it should work, but this is how it works for me. I guess I'll just write it as spent. No, I can't write it as spent yet because I will have to use my tracker, actually expense tracker, to check how many transactions I've made in this period, whether it will be able to cover that. But I can throw in the 10 extra already to the savings. And I know 10 doesn't sound like much, especially when my goal is to have at least 100,000 at the end of the month. So 10 does not look like very much, but I've noticed that just like Penny's Not Perfection says in her videos, as long as you're consistent, even if you throw in small amounts, they will add up. I think I have been able to save more money now because I divide all those money that I get in a month into smaller chunks, into smaller, shorter periods, and I throw in those smaller amounts, but they add up to more at the end of the month than I normally would throw into savings. That's why I can show you my savings. I think I can show you my savings. Yes. I've been able to save like 2,000. Here it's 5,000, but this February was really a big month because I got extra salary. But in a normal month, I would save 500 for my flat because of the standing order at the beginning of the month. Then I would make about 20-30 transactions during the month, so that would be another 200-300, and I would throw in about 300-400 at the end of the month to round some number that I had in my bank account, to round it out. So in total, for flat specifically, I wouldn't go over 1,500. And I remember when I was doing the plan for yearly savings, when I saw that I have to pay 1,300 every month to reach the goal. Actually, it's 90,000, not 100. I don't know why I mixed that. I wasn't sure I would be able to make it because 1,500 was kind of like in a good month. But consistently, 1,300, I was afraid it wouldn't happen. And right now, even in January, when I didn't have the extra payment, it was much over what it was supposed to be. The same with car, also quite a lot more. As I can see, I did 26 transactions each month with a credit card or money transfer. So that was it, and still I was able to save more than expected. Although I remember with car and emergency fund, I was quite sure it would happen. I would reach the goal just because I wouldn't really have to pay extra money for that. But with the flat savings, that was a bit worrying. Now I can see that it is possible, and it's thanks to those small amounts that I throw in every time I budget my paychecks. So for example, here I haven't yet written how much I will pay for the flat, because apart from this 120 from those bank transfers, I'll use everything I have left from my envelopes to throw into the flat. I know I have to limit myself because I went over in my bills, because I did not predict that my electricity bill would be so high. However, I found out that my bank payments are not two separate payments. There are two separate payments, but for some reason I added a third one, and this one is actually included in this already, in those bank payments. So I saved a bit of money here for the future, and I guess I could use that money for savings as well. And again, it doesn't seem like much, but if you add it every month, every paycheck, it gets to really nice amounts. So I should be able to go over my goal this year, this over 90,000, thanks to budgeting. I really don't do I don't try very, very hard to limit my money spending. I'm not on that route. I just spend as I spend. Right now I'm still just trying to figure out how much money I spend in a month, just to know for the future when I will be taking the home loan, how much of a payment each month I can afford after I deduct all my spendings. So right now I'm not really limiting myself in my spending, and I still can save a lot of money. So that is a huge help. Just knowing where your money goes is really a big help. So try doing that. I use a budget by paycheck method by the Budget Mom, but it doesn't have to be this one. Any type of checking, controlling where your money goes is a good way, as long as it works for you, as long as you're going to do it. I'm happy that I'm sticking to it. I started the basics in August, but I'm doing the full workbook now, and I've been doing so since January, so not very long yet. But since I can see the results already, I will continue because this will help me figure things out when I have my down payment ready, and I will be buying the flat and I will have to take the home loan. Then yeah, I'll know how much money I can really afford, how big an installment I can really afford, not to affect my spending too much, because of course I have possibilities to limit myself. I don't have to buy so much healthy food, it's quite expensive. I don't have to spend so much money on fun. I can limit spending money on books, although it will be very, very hard. But I could if I needed. So I know that I can find some more money in my budget to go to savings or to future house payments, loan payments. So yeah, that's how it is. I like the fact that I'm budgeting the money, that I'm controlling the money. I'm not yet limiting myself. I guess there will come a point when I will have to limit myself, because now I don't have to, mostly because I work extra, and I work extra quite a lot. So I get the extra money to spend extra money. But right now I need to figure things out, just how much I spend each month, and then we'll figure how to limit myself without really reducing the quality of life. And yeah, how big and how luxurious a flat I can afford in the future. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see my progress in budgeting, but also other things that I do. And thank you for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye!